We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so we have seen in the news where, Dr. Nigel Clark, had with later on he's going to limit office as a political representative, as member of parliament and as minister of finance. So this is a breaking news. So here are some of the main reasons why Dr. Nigel Clark left Jamaica for good. And you cannot blame the man, because when you have a crime rate that is swollen and then the government is not doing anything, to as a deterrence to criminals, what do you expect? So we're going to tell you, as we tell you here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we don't care who water for any guy or political party. But many Jamaicans, both home and in the diaspora, are unaware of the real reasons behind Dr. Nigel Clark's resignation from the Jamaica Labour Party government and his departure from his role as Minister of Finance to work with the International Monetary Fund, that's IMF. So contrary to popular belief, Dr. Clark did not leave Jamaica because of personal desire to distance himself from the nation. Rather, he became to a profound realization about the troubling direction in which the country's government, the current government, under Prime Minister Andrew Holness was heading. Yes, Dr. Clark recognized that Holness was not committed to fighting crime effectively and had become an enabler, even supporter of criminality. This, for a man principled as Dr. Clark, was unacceptable. So you have to understand, and everybody and them thing that, because you and them are friend and them thing that they might tell you the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So I just saw it go. So he's not gonna be liked because he's a man. He might tell you the truth, the real mama papa truth. So one of the most critical issues on which Dr. Clark and the Prime Minister Holness were divided was the question of the death penalty. Dr. Clark is a staunch advocate for its reinstatement, believing that the necessary measures to curb the spiral in crime and violence that continue to plague Jamaica. He constantly made his case to the Prime Minister, urging Holness to follow in the footsteps of the late Edward Seaga, who, as Prime Minister, reintroduced hanging in 1981, less than 6 months into his term. Dr. Clark saw this as a bold and decisive move that sent a clear message to criminals. However, Holness, still evolving and on the matter, refused to adopt such a stance, much to Dr. Clark's frustration. So another contentious point of departure between the two men was the decision to bestow a national award upon Moses Davis, better known as Beenie Man, a popular dancehall artist. Dr. Clark vehemently opposed this move, arguing that it sent the wrong message to the Jamaican youth. In his eye, In his eyes, Beenie Man's legacy is tainted by his alleged involvement in the killing of Gerald Bogle Lively, a beloved cultural icon and national treasure. Awarding Beenie Man, Dr. Clark believed dishonor Bogle's memory and glorify a man whose name in the minds of many Jamaicans is linked to criminality. By supporting such figures, Dr. Clark feared the government was encouraging a culture of impunity rather than holding individuals accountable for their actions. If you had been paying attention after Hurricane Beryl, you might have noticed that Dr. Clark was conspicuously absent from public appearances alongside the Prime Minister. This was no coincidence. Dr. Clark had already decided that his values and those of the Prime Minister, wholeness, were worlds apart. Instead of staying in Jamaica to fight for the leadership of the party, Dr. Clark made the difficult decision to say goodbye to his homeland. His departure was not an act of self-interest, but a recognition that the political environment has become untenable. The Prime Minister, in Dr. Clark's view, had become indistinguishable from the People's National Party criminal organization when it came to the matter of law and order, particularly their sheer opposition to the death penalty. It is tragic for Jamaica to lose such a brilliant and principled leader at a time when a nation needs him most. Dr. Clark's legacy as Minister of Finance is unparalleled. For 8 years, he managed to steer Jamaica's economy without burdening the people with additional taxes, a feat rarely achieved in Jamaican politics. Had he been Prime Minister, it is likely that the murderers would not be walking the streets with impunity. Instead, as Dr. Clark envisioned, the noose would have been tightened around the necks of those who commit heinous acts, and justice would have been served in the district prisons. Dr. Clark's resignation is a wake-up call for our Jamaicans. It's underscored the importance of having leaders who are not afraid to take bold and unpopular decisions in the name of justice. Dr. Clark's departure leaves a vacuum in the political landscape, but it also serves as a powerful reminder that Jamaica needs leaders who are willing to stand up for what's right, even if it meant walking away from power. Yeah, man, so Dr. Clark, a decent man, you understand? We're not going to see likes of him anymore in Jamaica. A man who believes the boy them make for broke. You understand? So, Dr. Nigel Clark's decision to leave Jamaica and to take up a deputy role at the International Monetary Fund marks a significant chapter in his career. One that not only elevates his professional stature, but also dramatically increases financial rewards. This is not like Omar Davey and people that rob people and make people commit suicide. This is an honorable man. Decent young man. This is a man who believes in what, for help poor people. He even made the poor people's life much better. So this man now, not only that his stature has increases, but his financial rewards. So his salary would be paid in US dollars. It's estimated at $750,000 annually. And that's just the base. So that time base salary, so add travel allowances, housing, marriage and child allowances, per diem, health, dental, life, and a financial package becomes even more robust. When converted at the current exchange rates, approximately Jamaica $150 per US. So his annual compensation packet skyrocket to around 112 or 113 million Jamaican. So this figure doesn't even account for the numerous additional perks that comes with such prestigious international position. His earning potential will far exceed what he could ever expect in Jamaica. Beyond the salary, working at the IMF places Dr. Clark in a position of global influence, where his decision will impact economies worldwide, not just in Jamaica. Moreover, there are even more personal benefits to consider. By working out of Washington, D.C., in the United States, Dr. Clark will not only enjoy a better quality of life and professional environment, but he will also become eligible for a United States green card, putting him on the path toward American citizenship. This is an invaluable opportunity, one that opens doors for him and his family to enjoy the security, freedom, and benefits of living in the United States. In contrast, remaining in Jamaica, a nation struggling with rampant crime, political instability, political corruption, a prime minister weak like pretzel, and economic challenges, would have meant not only stagnating professionally, but also exposing himself and his family to the very real dangers of living in what many now call the criminal's paradise, Jamaica. Dr. Clark's move to the IMF isn't just about career progression, it's a life choice, a way to ensure a safer, more prosperous future for himself and his loved ones. For a man of his caliber and the contributions, this shift, not only a smart but necessary. Yeah, and we applaud that, we applaud this man, because this man have done something, for Jamaica that haven't been done in years. You understand? For the past 8 years now, the people in Jamaica are getting a tax. You understand? So Dr. Nigel Clark's decision to leave Jamaica and accept a prestigious deputy role at the IMF is a calculated and transformative move. It's granted him not only position of global influence, but also a substantial financial uplift, far beyond what he could earn in Jamaica. Additionally, the opportunity to work in DC positioned him for personal and family benefits, such as acquiring his US residency and eventual citizenship. In choosing this path, Dr. Clark is making a bold statement. He's prioritizing his professional growth, financial security, and well-being of his family. Overstaying in a country mired in crime and political dysfunction, his departure symbolizes a move away from limitations of Jamaica's current governance, opting instead for a future of greater possibility. And we at the Jamaica Young Police Center, we want to wish Dr. Wishing him nothing, wishing him all the best. You understand? For him stellar work that he has done for Jamaica. Yeah, wish him all the best as he embark on this new chapter of his life and career at the IMF. His decision reflects not only his ambition and vision, but also his unwavering commitment to making impactful, meaningful change on the global scale. As he transitioned into the prestigious role, his departure from Jamaica signaled a pursuit of greater opportunities and a brighter, more secure future. So best wishes to him in this significant journey. Jamaica loss is indeed the world's gain. I just say it go. Be the best and the brightest always I leave Jamaica and just leave the old corrosion and corrubuncles and criminal-minded people them there. So Dr. Clark leaving Jamaica is a loss to Jamaica and a gain to the world. So now that most people knew the main reason why this man had left Jamaica, it has nothing, it has nothing to do with money. People know it's because this man have standards. You understand? Why he left, and everybody corrupt on them thing there. You understand? So, the main reason is Dr. Nigel Clark left Jamaica to join the International Monetary Fund stem from deep frustration with the current state of governance and the direction of the country under Prime Minister Andrew Holness. First and foremost, Dr. Clark had become increasingly disillusioned with the government's failure to effectively tackle crime. As a strong advocate for the death penalty, Dr. Clark had repeatedly urged the Prime Minister to reinstate capital punishment, much like the late Edward Seaga did in the early 1980s. However, Prime Minister Andrew Holness' reluctance to take this decisive action highlighted a fundamental difference in values between the two men. Additionally, Dr. Clark was deeply opposed to the decision to award national honors to controversial figure like Moses Davis, aka Beanie Man, whose name is associated with criminal activities, including the alleged killing of Gerald Bogle Levy. To Dr. Clark, such actions send a dangerous message to Jamaican youth, glorifying individual link to crime rather than upholding justice and accountability. Dr. Clark realized that his values no longer align with those of the Prime Minister and the government. Instead of staying in Jamaica to fight what he saw as a losing battle, he chose to take his talent to the International Monetary Fund, where he could have a greater impact globally and escape the political environment that he found increasingly untenable. In his eyes, the government's refusal to prioritize law and order, coupled with its unwillingness to honor questionable individual, was leading Jamaica down a perilous path. Thus, Dr. Clark's departure reflects both his personal and professional frustration with the current state of affairs in Jamaica. So this goes to show you that, very rare you have somebody in a politics who have some form of principle. You understand? And this man is a principle man. So now that most people know that the reason why this man left is not because I know what's in it for me. The man leave because the man care and love the Jamaican people. So that's the main reason why he resigned. And say my boy, I must set a tar and gone to the International Monetary Fund, which is sad. Jamaica, we know Jamaica is a place that is, when you talk about the criminal's paradise, that is Jamaica, because all these people, we as Jamaicans, we have been cultured, nurtured, and socialized to be criminal-minded people, and that is what is happening. And this man now decides that him tired that him not say anything that is happening in Jamaica, because Jamaica is him know that the glorification of violence or cultural reverence fuel the murder crisis. So that's why him say being a man not forget no award, because being a man name is etched in the killing of Gerald Bogle Levy. You understand? And these are things that help contribute to the murder rate in Jamaica. And it's nothing to do with no social economic disparities, but it's intertwined in cultural glorification of violence. And the man is totally against them give being a man any national award, because he know that the critical factor driving the murder crisis is the public veneration of individuals with violent history. Him talk about being a man is a prominent figure who has been alleged to have connection to the killing of Gerald Bogle Levy, a celebrated icon in Jamaican culture. The fact that such individuals are celebrated with national award and publicly acclaimed sends a troubling message. Instead of facing condemnation and accountability, those individuals involved in violence are often elevated to celebrity status, which can encourage others to emulate their action. And that's the thing why the man left. So him said the celebration of individuals with violent past contribute to a culture where violence is normalized and even revered. So when high-profile figures allegedly involved in criminal activities are lauded, it created a distorted perception of success and power. This normalization can make violence seem like an acceptable or even desirable means of achieving status and influence, particularly among the vulnerable youth who may see no path to recognition or respect. This cultural dynamic has profound implication for Jamaican communities. The reverence of violent figures can lead to dangerous environment where criminal behavior is not only tolerated but admired. So this can discourage efforts to address violence and crime, as the individual who should be held accountable are instead celebrated. So that's why the man have to leave, because if you notice who that was there with the Prime Minister, the Delroy Chuck, him never see a criminal where him never celebrate. You never see Dr. Nigel Clark there. You notice from Hurricane Beryl, that wasn't everything when him realized that they might give the man the award. The PMP Criminal Organization be able to nominate the man. And him say at the cabinet say them not forgive the man, because the man involved in a killing a Bogle. You understand? But them thing there, people keep it hush and all of them thing there. So everything will come to the fore. So that's why him leave. You understand? He never apply for no job at the IMF or some dummy, I tell you. The man have talent, so they must recruit him and take him. So the cycle of violence becomes self-perpetuating, with each new act of violence reinforcing the status. of influence of those involved. And the man I said, boy, it's a time for change. So addressing the issue of violence in Jamaica require more than just economic and systemic reforms. Him say it's time for a cultural shift. Him say it's time for start broke the net them of the criminal them. Him say it is crucial to challenge the glorification of violence and criminal figures and to promote positive role model who embodied non-violence and integrity. But the Prime Minister don't see it as that. Him see it as vote. So he might encourage the youth them to commit crime, so that's why the man have to leave. Public figure and institution must work together to reshape cultural attitudes toward violence and emphasize the value of peace and justice. So I saw them do, them ignore people seeing and people who believe in a decency and a push up murderer, man who kill Bogle. Give him national award and hug him up, but this is being man. Like you think so the youth them forget. The youth them are not idiot. And that's a reason, that's one I think to why the man leave. And then they dumb them, him contribute to the music. And this man I said, we don't care about that. You can't kill people and all of them things that your name out there. You're not being vindicated and then you celebrate them. I give them national award. That no work. A madness that. So, for that we give Dr. Clark, thumbs up for your stance and them thing for what you believe in. And leave, make him stay in a criminal's paradise. Because Uncle him and him friend them want to live in Jamaica. He may do anything just to stay in a power. I will believe you. I see him thing him do with the Rasta them with the Coral Gardens massacre. Where they see him with the Coral Gardens people them kill even 2 police officers. The third one died November last year. And he never got the policeman funeral. That was the last person who died from the incident. That man was paralyzed from the day that he was injured. You understand? And then him come out and him create all kind of fun for the Rasta them. I never Rasta. It was infiltrated by them. The Rasta never have nothing to do with it because the man that was involved in the Coral God have nothing to do with it. But him see it as a way of get vote from Rasta by ignoring him conscience. I never give no credence or anything. Not even. I thank you to the police them will give them life that day. And so this man is a man. I'm say it already, I'm say it again. The Prime Minister is a man. When they come on to criminals, him always laud and revere and celebrate them. And even I'll fund them too. You understand? That's the kind of person he is. I know that this is a man who do not like police, period. I don't care what a guy want to say. Him have police a bodyguard, him fine, that's them business. But I don't see this man as a man who's for law and order. This is a man, Andrew Wallace, this is a man who have always been very supportive of criminals. Because I always used to say them poor. I don't know how poverty have to do with crime. And then all of a sudden now him start evolve. It's because of the pressure of the Jamaican people. He's one of them who passed the Indicom Act that retaliate against the police force and the army for the incursion of Tivoli Gardens, in which they are the same one who turned Tivoli Garden into an autonomous environment. You understand? That's one man, one criminal could have stayed and have the country and locked down for 10 days. That's how powerful Jamaica is, a criminal's paradise. I want to say, and another thing too that we had feel, the man had complained about the men them in a Mar Valley where fire up the illegal gun them, and he wanted the police them to go there and raid. Prime Minister don't want them go there either. The man say it look like politics. And the man I say a crime, you fight, think. But Nigel Clark is a futuristic person. He's not looking now. He's not looking at now for power. He might look generations ahead about what the country supposed to be. This Prime Minister I think about now how to maintain power. He not care. Michael Manley 2.0, so we burn it down and roll over ashes. He not care about that. He not instill no morals, no decency, no ethics. And at his watch, we have a convicted court dealer who is an officer of the court. And at his watch, and we could have deal. Isaac Buchanan came, become a lawyer under his watch. You understand? If people have information that is contrary to that, tell me. You understand? And at his watch, Isaac Buchanan become a lawyer. So he's the one that is there help tearing down the system and pretending as if he's a law-abiding citizen when he's not. Him support criminality. You understand? Either you do it tacit or you do it overtly or covertly. But we know that him a support criminality in some way, because for him not to want to break these criminals' neck. You understand? And they are the one that destroy the police force. Them don't give back people special, them don't give back the country special branch. Them have a detective them inside the office, and then they have the uniform police them and soldier, a bodyguard community like it's a war zone. Who them warring with? There's no, we're not invading of no other country in Jamaica, just criminals. You understand? Instead them go and search from house to house and find the weapons them allow the criminal them to fire up them gun, and them still not read Arnett Gardens where them see the whole gun or Rick Dixon. That is a confidant of Baby Trump. So all of these things communicate together. That's the reason why this man leave. This man realized that boy, him as a minister of finance, he's in the criminal's paradise and he don't want nothing more to do with it. So him just leave. And him notice that him say a criminal them benefits in Jamaica. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.